What's up, guys? Welcome to Tech Check. My name is Mike here, right here on CameraBoy TV. On this show, we take you around the world of tech, letting you know everything there is for you to know. And on this episode, we'll be talking about this rivalry between the Xbox and the PlayStation. And also, there is something that Bentley is cooking up. We'll be letting you know on this show. And also, the device of the day is the newly released phone by Oppo. Well, I just let you know all of it, so stick around and I'll be right back. Okay, let's dig in. First off, let's talk games. Alright, this rivalry has been on for only God knows when. For gamers that love games, you all understand what I'm talking about. We're talking about this fight, literally, between Microsoft, the makers of Xbox Series, and also Sony, the makers of PlayStation. But before we dig in, let's tell you about this game and how it has revolved. Where did we start from? Where are we right now? And where are we going to? Let's go back to 1977 when we had the Atari 2600. This game actually let gamers play the smash hit Space Invaders at home. I believe some of us were not even born by then. Now we've moved over from there to in 1983 when we had the Famicom/NES, and this actually made Nintendo a household name all around the globe. And in 1994 we saw the first PlayStation 1, and this actually let gamers play games on CDs, that is compact discs, instead of the cartridges. And from there in 1996, we had the N64, and that was actually the very first console with an analog control stick and of course on its control. And Sega Dreamcast came out sometime in 1998, and it came with a built-in modem for online play, and of course, but it's actually a commercial failure if you ask me. Now fast forward to 2000 when we had the PlayStation 2 come out, and of course we played DVD movies as well as games, and of course this game actually became the best-selling console of all time in that year. That's talking about 2000. Were you even born by then? Move to 2001, we had the first Xbox, and of course Microsoft entered the market with the first console to feature a built-in hard drive. In 2006, that is WII, came on board, and of course he popularized motion controllers with hits including the Wii Sports, but the follow-up Wii U console actually flopped. That's a very sad one. In 2017, Nintendo Switch came on board. It's a fully portable handheld device that could actually transform into a home console. And now, the big one, we are expecting the Xbox Series X and also the PlayStation 5 that will be dropping this month of November, and this promises ultra high definition 4K games at high frame rates and also fast loading times. So this is where we were and where we are going to. But the fight majorly has been between Xbox and PlayStation. Now we're talking about the PlayStation 5 and also the Xbox Series X. Some of the things you need to know about these games right here on Tech Check. First of all, like I said before, Christmas is around the corner, but this time around we don't have all the tinsels and the fairy lights that, of course, doesn't work anymore. But for gamers, anticipation has been building this week, and of course it is finally time to get those presents under the tree. All right, now from Tuesday, the 10th of November 2020, people will be unboxing the latest Xboxes. That is, if you have pre-ordered yours, and definitely the new PlayStation will be coming days later. It is a big moment, not only because there are new experiences to look forward to in these games, but because it is a taste of what the future holds. Like I said before now, let's talk about who won the last fight, who outsold each other between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. The PlayStation 4 sold a record 112.4 million copies, while the Xbox sold just 52.8 million copies. I'm just wondering, which of these consoles is actually your most preferred? The Xbox Series X is being promoted as the very and the most powerful console on the market, and for those interested in the best graphics and performance. Between these two consoles, right, talking about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, what should we expect this time around? I know that's your question. Here are the answers. This time, Microsoft and Sony are offering different visions for the future of gaming. Xbox has certainly learned lessons from its 2013 release of the Xbox One. It is making its new machines very gamer friendly, and this time around they are focusing less on the other things a console can offer. Microsoft is also going big on its Netflix-like subscription services and also Game Pass, offering gamers access to more titles and of course more content that they can even shake a stick for, and of course just for a monthly fee. Meanwhile, Sony is following a similar strategy that worked for them in 2013, where they sold discs and also downloads for premium prices. But at the launch of the PlayStation 5, it will also have a brand new exclusive blockbuster game ready either, although an updated Spider-Man adventure featuring Miles Morales will definitely appeal to so many gamers and of course so many game lovers out there. Okay, let's talk about this hardware. Now, Sony believes that this time around they are giving us the very best with the PlayStation 5. They're telling us that they believe that generations matter, and so the PlayStation 5 is definitely very different to the previous devices, and of course in its looks and feel. A step up in graphical capability compared to the current generation, and almost instant loading times are the first things that will jump out when you turn on the console for the first time. Now, the Series X, talking about the Xbox, is being promoted as the most powerful console on the market for those interested in the best graphics and performances. Microsoft, makers of Xbox, is also promoting their new DualSense controller, which will make players experience games in ways they have never felt before, by adding more realistic and what I call dynamic vibration to complement what is happening on the screen. Let me explain this real quick. For instance, you're playing an adventure game on the Xbox Series X. What this means is that if you're climbing a mountain and you're finding it very difficult, moving towards that mountain, your pad will definitely get very hard when you're trying to kind of push your character or whatever. So whatever is happening on the screen is what you're feeling. The pad becomes very hard for you to maneuver and press and all of that. That is what Xbox is promising with the release of the Xbox Series X. These two consoles are very beautiful and unique in their different ways. Whichever one you love, go ahead and get it, and of course have the very wonderful experience that they bring. But let me just let you know that these two consoles are not cheap. The Xbox Series X goes for $499, and also the PlayStation 5 goes for $499. That is, if we were to bring it back home in Nigeria, the price is 190,618 naira with the current dollar to naira exchange rate for now. So there you have it. Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5, which would you go for? Let us know what you think on the comment section. I'll be right back, and for us to talk about the Bentley. I told you that Bentley has got something they are cooking. You might just need to stick around and find out. And also our device of the day, the new phone that was released by Oppo on the 6th of November 2020. Tech Check on CameraBoy TV. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to Tech Check right here on CameraBoy TV. Now let's talk about Bentley and their plans to go fully electric by the year 2030. Now before then, the Bentley brand says they'll be switching its model range to offer only plug-in hybrid or battery electric cars by the year 2026. Remember that the owners of Bentley, that is a German company, Volkswagen, also aims to be completely carbon neutral across its manufacturing within a decade. Electric cars, if you recall, are growing in popularity, and sales have tripled in the UK so far in the year 2020. According to Bentley's chief executive, Adrian Hallmark, he says that within a decade, Bentley will transform from a 100-year-old luxury car company to into a new sustainable, wholly ethical role model for luxury, talking about cars. Workers on internal combination technology will also be redeployed according to Hallmark at a shift to pure battery electric cars in the year 2026. Bentley is famous for its enormous 12-cylinder petrol engines, but now they want to become one of the car industry leaders in environmental sustainability. Now, if you're wondering, Bentley, have you ever driven one before? I think you might just need to slide into Davido's DM and ask him what it feels like to drive a Bentley, or a Linda Ikeji, or a Joey Zaza, or some of these big wigs that actually own Bentleys. You can actually slide in my DM too. I didn't say I own a Bentley anyway. So those are those things we are expecting from Bentley. And of course, 2026 is what they are saying. And of course, we are looking forward to that, electric powered vehicles that would also help in protecting our environment. It is time for the device of the day. Our device of the day on the show this week is the Oppo A93 phone. It dropped on the 6th of November. Big shout out to Oppo lovers and of course the makers of this monster device, and also big congratulations to Big Brother Naija lockdown season winner Lekon, who actually was unveiled sometime last week as the latest Oppo brand ambassador. Big congratulations to him, and of course they actually used him during the unveiling of the phone. Now, if you've been very active on social media, you probably must have seen pictures where Lekon was advertising for the phone. But hey, we're not here to talk about Lekon, we're here to talk about the features of this monster device by Oppo, talking about the Oppo A93. The phone is designed with a 7.48mm ultra sleek body that easily slides into your pocket, and of course gives you that premium experience like no other. To ensure that users are fully immersed in their content, Oppo A93's 6.43-inch dual punch hole display comes with a brilliant FHD Plus Super AMOLED display with a very large 90.7% screen to body ratio. Now, the display uses mini dual punch hole that boasts this price segment's smallest camera diameter of only 3.7mm, and it ensures that the phone's screen's real estate is maximized so that you are fully enjoying your games and you can see everything detailed in every shot on this phone. Let's talk about the storage of this device. The Oppo A93's optimized user experience starts with its powerful MediaTek Helio A95 AI chipset, that is the artificial intelligence chipset, 8GB of memory and 128GB of storage, which can actually be extended up to 512GB through a 3-card slot. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, as the Oppo A93's anti-lag algorithm can actually detect and clear data that cause memory errors, making stutters and freezes less likely on this device. As an added benefit, reading and writing data in the file system becomes faster and more efficient. Designed based on research on local consumers, Oppo A93s tick off all the right boxes for a phone that boasts AI cameras to deliver breathtaking portrait photos and advanced charging technology to ensure that your phone won't hold your lifestyle back. The Oppo A93 meets the high expectations that the values and of course the ambitions of its users hold dearly, both in form and style. It's now time for us to talk about the body of this beautiful device. The Oppo A95 also introduces Shiny Matte, which sees the return of the shimmers and brilliant streaks of light that users of this phone and of course this brand enjoyed with the last A-series phone. But with the Oppo A93, the design has been updated, and of course with not only premium feel that is soft to the touch and easy on the eyes, but it is now fingerprint resistant, and of course this is due to popular demand. Let's talk about the battery life of this phone, because I don't understand why you would get a phone that has zero battery life. Now, the Oppo A93 introduces ways to actually optimize your phone's battery life during the day, or probably while you're busy snoring. Artificial intelligence charging uses artificial learning through machines, learning to learn the user's sleep habits, and also it gets to charge the phone exactly to 100% upon the moment you wake up from your slumber. Now, in the worst case scenario, if you're without a battery charger during the day, all right, the super power saving mode optimizes the very last 5% of the battery life of this phone by turning this display black and white while just running 6 predetermined apps on this phone. All of this Oppo has put in this Monster A93 to make life better for you and also to preserve the battery life of the phone. Let's talk about the very and most important thing, what most of us actually look out for in phones these days, which is the camera of this phone. This new device by Oppo packs a camera powerhouse that is designed to give you the skills to take pictures like a professional photographer. Yeah. Now, the front of the phone boasts a dual cam that empowers you to easily flaunt, beautiful selfie portraits that uses hardware level processing to add, effects to your photos. In fact, with the dual lens bokeh, you're actually equipped and not only to capture portrait selfie photography, but also the feature has been upgraded, to support both video and multiple people in your shot. Artificial intelligence portrait color enables you to capture fashionable urban street style on this device, and of course it helps you to take pictures of styles and photos or travel photos from a new perspective by making portraits pop with color. Also, artificial intelligence portrait color mutes the background color black and white while enhancing the natural colors of the person or a group of people within the photo using artificial intelligence. The Oppo A93 also comes with features that include the quick return bubble, which enables you to multitask on this device. What I mean by this is when you minimize a screen, probably you're playing a game, this quick return bubble keeps tabs on what is happening on the minimized screen. With a bandwidth digital content protection, that is the HDCP, this phone actually can help you and make you cast copyrighted HD shows to a big screen from the leading video and entertainment apps, including Netflix HD and of course Amazon Prime Video. Okay, now it has gotten to that point you've been waiting for me to talk about, and that is the price of this phone, because we are all Nigerians. That is the truth. Because as a Nigerian, there is only one thing in your mind when you're being told about a product. For instance, when you're being told to buy a house, that this house has these features, or probably buy a car like the Bentley we talked about, or probably you're told to buy one device like that, like I'm talking to you about the Oppo A93. As Nigerians, we're only interested in, okay, how much does it cost? I'm about to tell you the price of this phone. It costs just 125,000 naira, and you can get it by visiting www.techcheck.com.ng, or you can just log on to www.buyoppo.ng to get one for yourself and probably for your loved one or someone you have been wanting to surprise. And you can actually give someone this phone as a Christmas gift. Who says you can't give phones as Christmas gifts? But all the same, make sure you stay techie and also catch me on the next episode on the Tech Check right here on CameraBoy TV. My name is Michael, and make sure that this rivalry between the Xbox and the PlayStation, and also the plans by Bentley to give us an electric powered vehicle by the year 2030, or the Oppo A93 that was released, all of these and more, let me know what you think about them in the comment section down below. I'll see you again next time. Stay safe.